Vitalica. Light the way.
Okay, let's talk about something we all think we know. Body temperature, right? It's one of those super basic vital signs, a simple number that tells us if we're healthy or if we're coming down with something. But what if that one number, the one we've all had memorized since we were kids, is, well, wrong?
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 Celsius. It's like it's been drilled into our heads forever. It's the gold standard for what's normal. It's on every thermometer, it's in all the textbooks. It just feels like this unshakable fact of human biology. But is it?
So, is it the full story? Well, the short answer is not even close. That one little number, 98.6, turns out to be more of a historical leftover than a hard medical fact. The real story is way more dynamic and, honestly, a lot cooler.
All right, so let's dive in and officially bust this myth. Because to really get what our normal temperature actually is, we kind of have to go back and ask, where in the world did that 98.6 number come from in the first place? Okay, here's the first huge thing you need to know. Normal isn't some fixed point on a map. It's not one single number, it's actually a range. Think of it like a moving target. For most of us, that healthy range is somewhere between, say, 36.5 and 37.5 Celsius. So this whole idea of one single perfect temperature, it just doesn't fly with what we know today. And get this, your personal normal is changing all the time. You're actually coolest right when you wake up in the morning, and you get warmer as the day goes on. And of course, it changes when you exercise, it changes with your age. For women, it even shifts with hormonal cycles. Your body is constantly, and I mean constantly, making tiny adjustments.
So you might be wondering, why does this even matter? Why does our body work so hard to stay locked inside this really narrow temperature window? Well, the answer, it comes down to these tiny, microscopic powerhouses that are basically running the whole show inside every single one of your cells.
And those powerhouses are your enzymes. Seriously, think of them like a construction crew inside your body. They're these tiny proteins that are building things up, tearing things down. They manage pretty much every chemical reaction that's happening. They're in charge of your metabolism, your immune system, you name it. But, and this is a big but, they are super picky about their work environment.
And what's their number one demand? The perfect temperature. When they're in that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone, enzymes hold their shape perfectly and they can do their job. But if things get too hot or too cold, they start to unravel, they lose their shape. It's a process called denaturing. And when that happens, all those critical chemical reactions that keep you alive just grind to a halt. It's a huge deal.
Okay, so since temperature is so critical, it totally makes sense that your body would have some kind of amazing, super sophisticated system to keep it in check, right? And it does. It's basically like you have this high-tech, smart thermostat built right into your brain.
And the command center, the boss of this whole operation, is a tiny little part of your brain called the hypothalamus. This thing is constantly checking your temperature, and I mean constantly. It's making these split-second decisions 24/7 to keep you perfectly balanced. It's a process called thermoregulation, and it's happening right now.
So how does it actually pull this off? Well, it's all about a constant feedback loop. First, you've got these little sensors or receptors all over your skin and even deep inside your body. They're gathering real-time temperature data. Then they shoot that info up to the hypothalamus. And finally, the hypothalamus acts like mission control. It analyzes the data and immediately sends out the orders. Okay team, time to heat up, or all right, let's cool things down.
All right, so let's take a real-world example. Imagine you just finished a tough workout, or it's a super hot summer day. Your internal thermostat senses you're starting to overheat. What does it do? It immediately kicks off this really clever two-part cooling plan. First up is something called vasodilation. It sounds complicated, but you've definitely felt it. Your blood vessels right under your skin get wider, which rushes all that warm blood to the surface so it can release heat into the air. That's exactly why your face gets all red and flushed. And at the exact same time, your sweat glands get the signal to open up. And as that sweat evaporates off your skin, whoosh, it pulls away a ton of heat. It's an incredibly effective cooling system.
Okay, so that's how we cool down. But what about the opposite? What happens when you walk out into a chilly day? Well, that hypothalamus thermostat just switches gears and launches its warming plan. The goal now is to save heat and, if needed, make more. So this time it does the exact opposite, vasoconstriction. Those same blood vessels near your skin get really narrow. This pulls all that precious warm blood away from the surface and keeps it deep inside, protecting your vital organs. And that's why your hands and feet get cold first. Your body is literally sacrificing their comfort for the core. And if that's still not enough to warm you up, your body pulls out the big guns, shivering. Every one of those little muscle spasms is just your body's way of generating its own heat.
So this whole back and forth, this constant balancing act, is actually a sign that you're healthy. It's when that system gets pushed to its absolute limit, or when it decides to change the rules on purpose, that your temperature becomes this powerful flashing light on your dashboard, signaling that something's up. Either something is wrong, or your body is gearing up for a fight.
And we see this play out in a few really distinct ways. You've got hypothermia, right? That's when you're losing heat way faster than you can make it. Then there's hyperthermia, which you might know as heat stroke. That's when your body's thermostat just gets totally overwhelmed by heat from the outside. But then you have fever, and a fever is a whole different ballgame.
And this is such a critical point to understand. Hyperthermia is basically an accident. Your body is failing, it can't cool down. A fever, on the other hand, is a strategy. It's a deliberate choice. Your immune system tells the hypothalamus, hey, turn up the heat. It's intentionally raising your body's temperature to make it a really nasty place for viruses and bacteria to live. It's your body using temperature as a weapon.
So if you take away just one thing, let it be this. Your body temperature is so much more than just a number on a thermometer. It's this living, breathing, dynamic signal. It's like a real-time status report on the absolutely incredible work your body is doing every single second of every day just to keep you going.
So paying attention to your temperature isn't just about grabbing a thermometer when you feel sick. It's about learning to listen to the subtle language of your own body. The next time you feel a flush of heat or a sudden chill, just take a second and think about that amazing, brilliant system that's always working behind the scenes. That internal thermostat of yours is working 24/7. So, what's it telling you right now?